Red label is here, black label is here, blue label is here, double black is here. We are looking to compare these four today in a very bizarre comparison. For the black label, well, let's do one thing. Let's start from the red label. We'll put in the black dog glass. Okay. This red label was purchased from Gurgaon L1. Next, I'm going to take the black label and I'm going to put it in this beautiful goldy glass, okay, which I got from Amazon. Okay. The double black we are going to put in this, okay, bluish glass for the double black. It's not called double black label, it's just called double black. And finally, for blue label, we are going to put this in the inconspicuous glass, actually too little. Don't be shy, Kay. Okay. As you can see, a brief description. The red label has 43% ABV. The black label again has 43% ABV. The double black has 40% alcohol by volume. And the massive bottle of blue label, it has 40% ABV as well. So, hi guys, I'm Kamar Anand. Very alive and alert smelling is the red label. I feel has a lot to offer. This is the black label. A little more subdued yet more thick. I feel definitely this has to be more voluminous. Definitely more voluminous than the red label. As you can see, red label has too much of flow. Now, the double black, one of my favorite whiskeys. Like, this is my personal favorite whiskey from Johnnie Walker, aside from red rye, of course. And then you have the blue label, which is quite beguiling, but I didn't smell the double black. Wow. In terms of smell, I think double black is so far the best. Blue label has a mystery layer, but smells so similar to black label that I have to do this for you guys. Whoa. Very venomous on the nose is black label. Blue label has, it does feel like they've actually gone beyond and tried to find something which is unique about this. So I'm going to take a small, very small sip of red label. Okay, instantly I get that cheap whiskey thin vibe. Black label. Instantly I get a dual vibe of slightly more premium whiskey. Double black. Very similar to black label, however, has an immediate smoky departure, as if it's taking a detour from the normal direction. It has a bit of that Islay whiskey thing going on, but the good news is it's not a single malt, because single malts can be a bit faulty sometimes when it comes to having a smoky essence. And finally, we have the blue label. Blue label is again, I don't know. Well, I felt that the black and double black are better at first taste than the blue label, and red label is the fourth best. I'm putting 3 cubes because I'm feeling generous, and it's really hot in this room because I don't want any background. Okay, so in double black I'm just putting 2 ice, and I have a slightly coldish water. So first with the red label, we add some water. With the black label, we add some water. Nice chilled water. Only 2 cubes of ice for the double black, and this is your blue label. Let's see how these look. In terms of looks, I think for some reason, maybe because of how plain the glass is, this is looking quite good. The double black looks a bit quizzy. Black label looks formidable. And red label looks like a regular standard whiskey. We'll let this sit for 5 minutes. Be right back. I'm most excited about the blue label, so this will go first. It's sat for a good 7-10 minutes. Okay. This is a very uppity drink and I don't appreciate it. Moving on, double black. Let's see if this gives us a bit more welcome. Definitely warmer, a little more creamy, a little more fulfilling, a little more enriching in terms of taste. Decent finish. The taste is accurately and depicted in a more peaty sense. Wholesome in the mouth, pretty good. Okay, Bilek, black label. The best of the lot so far. Surprisingly better than double black also. And the reason for that is double black is not something you can have every day of your life. But black label, you can have this every day of your whiskey drinking journey. It's the most accessible of the three that I've tried so far. By accessible, I mean it ticks a lot of boxes. Was amazing. Was the best on the nose. It was outstanding when I tasted it. Even when I took that little neat plug, it was good. Even now with ice and water and a few minutes having passed, it has retained its charisma. Has a very good buoyancy in terms of smell. It smells luscious. The most perfect floral whiskey out there is probably black label. And I don't like floral whiskeys. I find them to be very one-sided. But black label suffers from no lack of imagination. It can also leave off a smoky essence after a few drinks, but on this first one, it has a really perfectly bitter and hitting kind of note. मजा आ रहा है इसको पीने में. As far as the red label is concerned, again, no hopes, but let's see how red label mixes with ice and water. Cheers to Johnnie Walker family. Cheers to all the walkers out there. The walkers, Walking Dead. This is very similar to your Indian whiskies, which you find for 500 and 700 rupees. But I must say, Red Label is much better than those whiskies which cost 500, 700 rupees, like the Royal Stags and the Royal Challenges, and even better than probably. Do you think it's because I've had a few drinks? No. Let me just taste it again. Okay, I won't say it's better than Rockford Reserve because Rockford Reserve costs less, but Red Label is a perfectly finite take on the whiskey expression, which the blended Scotch whiskey expression, which Johnnie Walker, wants to do. And considering that this is distilled, stilled, and bottled in Scotland, I think this is a very good product. So, just a quick recap: Blue Label was a fail with ice and water. No shame. Probably the fourth best is Blue Label. Third is Red Label. Between Red and Double, Double has more charisma and more essence. But again, is Double for every day? I don't know. Red Label can be an everyday drink. I'm not sure about Double Black. And Black Label, jung on all parameters. So guys, say goodbye from all the Johnnie Walkers here. Black Label, you are the best, absolute best. And I don't just say you best in this particular comparison, even if you compare it with other whiskies out there, like even your single malt whiskies, like Glen 12 and all that, I think Black Label will hold its own because it almost doesn't feel like a whiskey when you're having it because it has such a good tabiyat. A Black Label probably costs about 3,000 in Delhi. A Double Black probably costs about 2,800 to 3,300. And a Blue Label probably costs about 16,000, 17,000 in Delhi. But nonetheless, price doesn't matter. Black Label wins on all fronts and deservedly so.